MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Baltimore Orioles. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Bob Gibson, the Nebraska native, will be the starter on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy might not be Captain K, but when you have over 3,000 career strikeouts, you're doing something right. He's been a good pitcher ever since he came into the league, and he's showing no signs of slowing down. It'll be fun to watch him do his thing in this one here today.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Popped him up. Scope calls for it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Second, center fielder.
So the base is empty here with one away, and standing fourth is the left-handed hitting Bernard Span. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High and deep to straightaway right. Williams racing back on the warning track. He makes the catch. Stepping into the box, Matt Duffy.
Matt Duffy.
Here's the first pitch to him. Missed with a slider. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball two.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last three pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Line to the right side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Duffy leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Pop high in the air. Ripken is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Rays strand just the one. Tampa Bay 0, Orioles coming up. You're watching baseball on MLB Network. Blake Snell, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Blake Snell, big power arm. He has yet to put it all together, but I really like this guy. Good fastball with late life, as they say in the pitching business. Good overhand curveball. His changeup's getting better all the time. If he brings his A game, he could shut any team down.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
One pitch, one swing of the bat, and they've got a man in scoring position just like that. On the mound, he's probably happy it stayed in the yard. He jumped all over the first thing he saw and almost got to round the bases.
Coming to the plate now, Joey Votto. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
Hard hit ball to second. Spin throw gets him at first. The only play he had, and he made it a good one. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
I got that this lineup, Matty, in Oriole Park likes to swing the bats. This place plays small. This place has a low wall. You can drive it out pretty much line to line, and there's a lot of room to be a hero in this yard.
At the plate, Ted Williams. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He pulls into second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play. Already their second double of this first inning, guys.
Yeah, he's not fooling anybody so far back. Like you said, that's the second double he's given up here. And if he doesn't get things figured out, it's going to be a real short outing.
Stepping in, Aaron Judge. And the Orioles looking for more here in this game's opening frame. Here comes the first pitch. Hard ground ball to third. And that's through into left, a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Left fielder, number 8.
In now for the O's, Albert Bell. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. He's set. Here it comes. Down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Runners are at first and third, one away. Line toward the alley in left center. The catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Into the box, Mike Schmidt. Hit hard up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
In now, Cal Ripken. As he'll send a ground ball down to third. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. It's the Orioles 2, the Rays nothing. Here's C.J. Cron now, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Two balls and a strike to the Rays first baseman. The 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And let's take a look at Jonathan Schoop, another one of the versatile new regime ball players. Ability to play second base, turn the double play at 6'2", 200+ pounds, and move over to third base with a rocket arm.
Now to the plate, Brendan Drury. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
Hey, there's no waiting around trying to work this guy into deep counts and get into the bullpen. This is a mid-90s fastball guy who loves that pitch and is aggressive and comes right at you. I would assume the offense is going to have a similar approach.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
Standing in now, Brad Miller. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Yeah, and he's letting these guys know early on he's not going to be afraid to work inside. I'm interested to see if that takes some of the aggressiveness away from these hitters.
Ball taken there, 2-1 now. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
He's one pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. They're down 2-0. Digging in, Buster Posey.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Echeverria backhands it deep in the hole, and there's one away.
Okay, here's how the Rays set up on defense today. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Digging in now, Jonathan Schoop, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. A bouncer to the left side and into left field for a one-out hit.
Can't fault the pitcher for going back-to-back changeups right there. First pitch, he swung through. Timing looked a little off, but he went back. The batter made the adjustment and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Standing in, Delman Smith. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. From the stretch. Squared that one up just a little late. Schoop leads off first with one away. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with one away.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking two until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
In is Joey Votto now. Swing and a liner. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Into the box now, Ted Williams. Back up. Oh, no, that got him. No chance to recover, and let's hope he's okay out there. The tag gets one. The tag, and he's out trying to tag up there. It's a double play. Orioles settle for one. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the Orioles 3, the Rays nothing. Nice aerial shot there. The Inner Harbor in downtown Baltimore as we welcome you back to the Charm City. Here's Echeverria now as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. And that misses 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8-9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
He's set, and the pitch comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. A runner at first with no outs here. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Working for the punch out and the offering down the first baseline. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Malik Smith the next to hit as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Hit to first. The second for 1. On to Votto, a double play, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing for Tampa. They trail in this one 3-0. Striding into the box, Aaron Judge will match up with Blake Snell now to lead off the inning.
Aaron Judge.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Great execution of that changeup right there. Great arm action. Batter was totally out front on that one.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Up next for the Orioles.
Runner in scoring position at second with 1 away. And in steps all-time Philly great Mike Schmidt. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Now the 0-1. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So a 2-run shot to left center as the Orioles have opened things up now 5-0.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Into the box, Cal Ripken. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit to third. Drury has it. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting,
now in the box, Buster Posey. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. On the ground to the left side. Echeverria dives. What a play. It's in time. The defense on display on this beautiful diving stoppage short. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Leading off the inning, Denard Span, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2. Stays alive, still 0-2. The next 0-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Matt.
Stepping up to the plate, Matt Duffy. He singled his last time up. And the pitch. Softly hit here to the left side. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes, desperate times, call for desperate measures.
Snap throw from the catcher, not in time. Duffy, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
For my money, there's nothing better than a 3-pitch see you later. Well, look here. He gets him on his heels with strike 1, up against the ropes with strike 2, and then he KOs him on pitch number 3. Love it.
A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Fouled. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called 3rd strike, and the inning comes to a close. 1 left for Tampa. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Here's Jonathan Scope now. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And this is going to get down and head for the 333 sign. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
In now, Delman Smith, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
Sometimes it's all about the stuff you have on a particular day. You take a look inside the numbers. 100% of his first pitches to batters have been for strikes, but the quality hasn't been there. He's going to have to make some changes to turn this one around.
He's in at second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Back-to-back doubles now, and that's a great way to get an inning going. The leadoff man shows him how it's done, and he comes right behind him following suit. Lacing a double of his own could be a big inning if this continues.
In is Joey Votto now. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And this is swung on and missed as they jump ahead of Votto here, 0-2.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball. Line towards center field. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. Smith rounds third and is digging for the plate. He scores as the lead swells to 7-0. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Second base hit of the game for him. This one an RBI triple, and there's still nobody out, so this could be just the start of it.
Now the Rays manager is going to take that slow walk out toward the mound. And a change is in the offing as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Jose Alvarado answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Stepping in now, Ted Williams as he lines it out to center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Here's big Aaron Judge. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 3 runs already home here. Hit hard on the ground at third, and that's through for a hit.
I got to be honest, I'm shocked he went back to this pitch again. First one, he was on it, fouled it off. Second one, he did not miss.
Standing in now, Albert Bell. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. Hit back up the middle. Schimpf brings it in. A bare hand for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Brandon Drury will bat next. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning. Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
And he fouls this one off. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets fouled. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Into the box, Brad Miller. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 0-2 the count to Miller.
0-2.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Here's Echeverria now. And a little behind on the fastball there as he pokes it foul at strike 1. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More from Baltimore after this. Ready now, Mike Schmidt. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Moving under it, Miller looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. So his day is fully over as you get a look at the pitching line for the Rays starter. Not what he had in mind before the day started. Ready for another shot now. Cal Ripken 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Line towards center field. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
Here's Buster Posey now. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Started that swing a bit too early. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Back goes Span at the track, the wall, into the bleachers, and gone. A 2-run shot for Buster Posey as they just continue to pour it on here.
Now batting, second baseman, Jonathan Schoop.
In now, Jonathan Schoop. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. And it's 0-2 to Schoop.
That pitch just had too much velocity on it for you to catch up to that. Unless you're cheating to a high fastball above the belt and you're all in, I say you got to find a way to lower your sights or it's going to be a tough game.
1 out, nobody on. Line drive to center field. Span is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Stepping in now, Delman Smith. And a hanger as he gives this one a pretty good ride out to deep center. Gone! So it's a solo shot to dead center as the blowout continues. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Roll, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now. Well, lefty on lefty, this is a tough matchup, but he stays in there, keeps that front shoulder closed, and just rips the pitch for a 2-bagger. Nice job of defying the odds there.
He's set. Here it comes. Hit hard to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Another good inning for the O's. Fans like it too. More coming up from Baltimore after this. Striding in, Jesus Sucre. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
And this catches the outside corner, strike 1.
Counts 1-1.
A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Jesus Sucre becomes the first out of the inning. Malik Smith the next to hit. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Right there for strike 1.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
The 0-2 once more is taken. That's ball 1. Lifted down the line in left. Bell over to his right. 2 down. So 2 outs now in the Tampa Bay 6th. And standing 4th is the left-handed hitting Denard Span. First delivery to him on the way. That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Rays. They trail in this one 11-0. Digging in and looking for more, Aaron Judge. They'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th.
Aaron Judge.
From the stretch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Comes set, and the 0-1 is strike 2 swinging.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Aaron Judge is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Into the box now, Albert Bell. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Grounded back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over.
Standing in now, Mike Schmidt. Taken high and deep to right. Miller ranging back to the track, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Roll. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his third run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Span is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Now at the plate, Buster Posey. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat.
Hey, in the last at-bat when he hit that home run on an off-speed pitch, he didn't really crush it, but he certainly hit it well enough to drive.
Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his second of the game, as this lead got even wider.
Now batting, second baseman, Jonathan.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Hit in the air to right field. Miller has a read on it, and that retires the side. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and no one left. We're through 6 full. The Orioles are on top, 14-0. Welcome back to baseball on MLB Network. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Riding in once again, Matt Duffy. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch-outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
And that'll bring up the power-hitting middle infielder Ryan Shum as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Here's C.J. Cron now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. But this one's pretty much over, 14-0. Andrew Kittredge enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. So coming to the plate, Delman Smith. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left. His second home run of the game as they just continue to pour it on here.
First baseman, number 21.
In is Joey Votto now. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo home run here off the bat of Joey Votto as the blowout continues.
You know he was going to be swinging for the fences up there, and that's exactly what he did. Blasted that thing and put an exclamation point on a game that he'll never forget, and neither will these fans.
Number 9.
In now, Ted Williams. Bouncer up the middle. That gets through for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4 in this one. Digging in once again, Aaron Judge. A couple of singles for him in 4 trips for him this afternoon. Here's the first pitch to him. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. Wow, he almost made a heck of a play in left.
Yeah, Batty, you can't fault the left fielder there. You'll see he makes a tremendous effort, but he just can't haul it in, and it gets past him for an extra base hit. Like the effort, though.
Stepping in now, Albert Bell, as he'll cut on and miss it. A good slider at the knees for strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So a 3-run shot to left center as this lead got even wider.
Now batting, third baseman, Mike.
Into the box, Mike Schmidt. Popped him up. Sucre waits on it. 1 out.
The batter, number 8.
Coming to the plate now, Cal Ripken. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike 1. Hit on the ground out to short. Echeverria's there. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2.
Number 28.
Stepping up now, Buster Posey. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Comes set with the 0-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Waiting on it is Smith. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. 8th inning coming up. Baltimore's out in front, 19-0. Brandon Drury will bat next. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Pat. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in. Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Brad Miller. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Fouled away. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. And it's fouled away. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
The bottom third of the lineup hasn't put up a lot of resistance in this one. Pretty much has been sure outs other than that one hit. That really puts a lot of pressure on other guys to make stuff happen. These aren't the guys you usually count on, but it certainly helps if they can do something productive.
The windup and the 0-1. Right over the middle, knee high.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. The next 0-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. Down in order go the Rays. And as you can see, they are way behind. Ready once again, Jonathan Schoop. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Jonathan Schoop.
He's set and the pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. This is line to left. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. So the Orioles get their leadoff man aboard to start the inning.
Up next for the Orioles.
I mean, bottom line right here, it all comes down to execution. If he's going to miss flat, middle, up all day long, it's going to be a long night for this pitcher.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Schoop is on his way home. And he's safe at the plate as they extend their lead even further.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
Albert Perez comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Into the box now, Joey Votto. Line towards center field. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. And now Gracious just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem.
Man, this is a perfect summary of how the game has gone for him. They haven't been able to hit, catch, or throw all game long. In fact, they should just throw a 10 over this thing because this has become a 3-ring circus.
Has a look, now the pitch. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Looking up is Smith, and this one is gone, a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left as they just continue to pour it on here. Here's big Aaron Judge. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout the line, it screams to the modern day of baseball. The 3 true outcomes, these guys aren't worried about hitting singles. They're trying to stop traffic over that fence.
D-Roy, it can't be better said. I think the day and age right now for pitchers is you have to approach just about every pitch like it's a 2-strike pitch. No get-me-over curveballs, no get-me-over changeups. Every pitch has to be thrown with a purpose.
Now a line drive that's going to be caught out there at short. Needed just a little more height on that one, but instead the inning is over. So 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run, 1 error, and no one left on base. 9th inning coming up. The O's lead this thing 22-0. Settling in now, Jesus Sucre, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Sent on the ground out to second. Scope is there. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The batter, left fielder.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Malik Smith. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's there. He got him. Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Popped him up. Schmidt is under it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the 9th. Totally dominant in this one.
22-0 the final this afternoon. The Orioles scored in every single inning on the way to victory. Bob Gibson takes home the win. Blake Snell slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.